Hey everybody, Richard here with CRG Games, and today I'm bringing back one of my favorite products. I've opened a fair amount of this on the channel, but I just made a deal to get 10 boxes, so I figured, I want to open one for myself, and let's see what we get. Maybe we'll finally get that foil ponder. Current prices for Time Spy Remastered, we're looking, in the $250 to $300 range. They've stayed pretty steady there for a good while now, and I see some upward movement in the market. This product has been out for, over a year now. It came out around March or April of 2021. And it was a little bit tough to get even at that time. And it's still, you can find it available from different stores. You can find it available on eBay, things like that. One of the things I want to note, and I noted this in a previous video, is it seems like every one of these Time Spy Remastered boxes, like these things are always beat to crap and back. Like look at this thing. The the packaging, the shrink wrap is always loose. The boxes always look like they've been crushed. Even straight from a case, they always seem to be, damaged. It is what it is. The product itself has always been fine. But just one thing I wanted to point out. Time Spy Remastered is one of those products that I think is going to just age like fine wine. So I'm keeping some of the boxes for myself. And many of them are going to be available on Whatnot. And then some of them I have as a separate inventory on my TCG store. You can also join my Discord. There will be a link in the description. I just recently started that up. So my Whatnot viewers and YouTube viewers can kind of gather and we can talk magic, and I'll offer, deals to you guys when I get deals on stuff. As long as I can make a couple percent, and that helps me keep things going. But let's get into it. We're looking for, those big hits like Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. You got Yawgmoth, Transposition. The average value on these boxes is actually really high. And one of the things I've noticed when trying to get this product is that I can generally find boxes easy enough, but finding sealed cases always seems to be difficult. It's like I can never get sealed cases. Like stores don't have them. Distributors, I would assume that distributors don't have this product anymore because it's been out so long. I could be wrong on that, but it's basically a box at a time, and then every once in a while I can get a case. Now, I really like this product. I've opened a lot of this product. We opened this on the Whatnot stream, and it's super popular. Mainly because, for the price that you pay, you actually have a really good chance of pulling solid value. The average value for these boxes, I believe, is in the $300 range when looking on MTG stocks. Now, a lot of that is going to be driven by the special slot, although there are commons and uncommons that have a fair share of the value as well. Got a Life and Limb and Ancient Stirrings. We've got a Nantuko Shaman. Another reason I'm opening some of this, at least one box, is because, about last year, I started building complete sets of like all the products I'm opening, and I find it satisfying, to complete a binder with, one of every card, and then at that point try to get all the foils, an Elvish Mystic and Sudden Spoiling, try to get all the foils. Just a little bit of personal satisfaction comes with that, It's like completing a collection log or an achievement diary or something along those lines in a video game. You unlock an achievement when you complete the full set. I really enjoy that. Got a nice Venser there and a Remand. And I'm sure, a lot of my viewers also enjoy that kind of thing. But, we've got Dominaria Remastered coming out. And I believe it features cards from somewhere like 27 or 28 different sets. All that take place on Dominaria. I think we're going to see a lot of really cool stuff. Got a Magus there and a foil Pulmonic Sliver. That's kind of a spicy hit. What we're going to do is generally nowadays foil rares, I usually sleeve those up, and of course high value foils as well. older foils, I sleeve those as well. Like if we're opening Gatecrash or Return to Ravnica, something along those lines, I always sleeve up the foils. It just, part of me thinks they're older, so maybe they're a little bit, nice panharmonic on there. Maybe they're a little bit more fragile, even though I don't think they actually are. It's just become habit. You know, the older product is, as I get older and as I play, you know, Magic longer, I find myself wanting the older product more. Yeah, I'm sure other people can appreciate that, especially if you started playing, you know, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And one of the great things that I like about the remastered products is they bring some of that back, right? You get to experience the older stuff again. You know, it's not even that. It's also like the different, you know, borders and stuff. Like Magus of the Moon, that's an older card, I believe, from like the Future Sight era. You know, Hedron Archives. Oh, okay. Grenzo Dungeon Warden. And then occasionally you get these hits like this, right? You get these foil retros, as some guys will call them, the shooting star foils. Some of these from this set are extremely valuable. Not all of them, but some of them are extremely valuable. And just as a, you know, as a chase slot, they're unique, right? When they bring this back for Dominaria Remastered in some of their reprints, I think people are going to have a lot of fun opening the product, reliving the memories, seeing and playing with the cards that they did a long time ago. And, you know, at a certain point, nice Mystic Confluence there, I think the remastered products are basically, you know, like the 30th anniversary where you get $1,000, 4 packs, you know, blah, blah, blah. I think that the actual normal person's product is the remastered set. You get to play with those older cards. You don't, you know, you're not going to get Power 9, but you still have the opportunity to pull some really nice stuff. You know, you got a nice retro Farseek there, Skirk Shaman in foil, and it feels like you get to relive some of those, you know, those glory days, or, you know, whatever you want to call them, Silver Age, Bronze Age, Copper Age, whatever. So for those reasons, Time Spout Remastered is one of my favorites, and I believe that Dominaria Remastered is going to follow suit. I see no reason why not. Got a nice Urza's Factory there, an Eon Chronicler, and a Thragtusk. I mean, I remember that. Thragtusk, if I remember right, that was... Shoot. Thragtusk was back in the, like, Journey or Born of the Gods, like around that time, I think. Maybe Theros? It's been a little while, but I remember seeing that back in the day. Nice Dryad Arbor there, and an Anger of the Gods. The rare slot and the mythic slot in this product is just so loaded with value that even at, you know, in that $250 to $300 range, it's really hard to actually lose any money. The draft experience is fun. We've drafted this a couple times now. Got a nice foil Mangara, Eternal Witness, and Miri the Cursed. That's a pretty solid. Oops, I'm throwing cards everywhere now. Looks like I got out of order here a little bit and put one of the, or two of them, a couple of them, in the wrong slot. I always try to keep things pretty well sorted. Now, like when I open product on the Whatnot stream, I always sort the cards by rarity. So you'll have all your commons together, uncommons, and then rares and special cards. So great product. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the next 6 months with this as product does dry up. For that reason, I am stacking as much of it as I can, really. I'd like to be able to offer this to my viewers, you know, for the foreseeable future. And I will constantly be picking up boxes and or cases as I can around the other product. Nice Sengir Nosferatu and a hollow one, foil Ancient Grudge. You know, with as many boxes as I've opened, though, it would be nice one of these days to hit, you know, that foil Ponder or the foil Thoughtseize or something along those lines. It just has not happened yet. I don't know if it will anytime soon. I kind of expected them to be slightly more common. There we go. Yawgmoth Thran Physician. I believe he is in the $40 range. So that right there is, close to 20% the price of the box in one card. And that's not including all of the other special cards, which can average, a little on the lower side for the ones that aren't played as much. But even for some of the not crazy ones, you're still talking $1 or $2 a piece. Might of Old Krosa, got a Greater Gargadon and a Lingering Souls. There are a few stinkers in this set. You got that in every set. I think Greater Gargadon is definitely one of those. I don't know if he actually sees any real play, but a lot of things like the charms do. Evolution Charm actually sells really well. For being a cheap card, it sees a lot of play. And that's the thing. A lot of things in this set actually see play, like Young Pyromancer, for example, that sees play. Yavimaya Dryad, that sees a lot of play. So Time Star Remastered is going to be remembered fondly. I would have to suspect that in a couple years, this is going to be a $400 to $500 box if it doesn't follow, nice Path to Exile there, the path of Double Masters. And that's kind of actually what I see it doing. It's not technically a master set, but for any of the particular, high-end foils in this set, they're basically like masterpieces, right? Got a nice Reiterate. Dovin's Veto is a great card. Got a Cole Stoker. Foil Thoughtseize, for example, that's essentially a masterpiece card. It's a chase card. And the percentage of time that you're actually going to get those is so low that there really is no difference between it and a masterpiece. Got a nice Damnation and a Nature's Charm. Damnation is, one of the more pricey hits in here. There are some that are a little bit more than that. You've got, again, Urborg in there as well. That's a solid one. Vesuva is a great land to get. It's actually a really great land base in this set, especially the uncommon lands. You got a nice Delay, Pact of the Titan, Stinkweed Imp. You got a nice Pact series in here. Pact of Negation is going to be your hit. I want to say it's around the $10 to $13 range. It used to be a little bit more, but Magic is in a slump overall right now, so it stands to reason that it has dropped a little bit. Hey, Nick, if you're watching, Containment Priest, that's there for you, buddy. What I have noticed here recently is we have pretty much on average been pulling 2 retro foils per box. Now, I did a video before. I will have a little pop-up here with a link to that video. That way you can watch the analysis. And I broke it down based on every single card that I got in the case, and how many of each I got, what were the ratios. And the ratio is actually more than 1 per box. I believe it's 1 every 24 packs. So in that case, it's 1.5 per box. However, there was an instance in which we opened a box and we didn't get any foils, which is interesting. And then other boxes we've gotten 2 foils. So that is, the luck of the draw, unfortunately. In this one, we've already pulled 1. I'm hoping at this point that we get lucky and we pull another. Nice Angel of Salvation and Vampire Hexmage. I like that card. So you'll likely have noticed as well that I've been posting a lot less lately. Most of that is because I've been spending more of my time streaming on Whatnot. I'm usually on there, 5 to 6 days a week. We have great time. There's Pact of Negation. We chit chat, we have fun, we crack packs, and it's growing. And I think I've got around 350 followers or so. And I don't ask anybody to follow me. If they want to follow me, they will because they like what I do. If they don't, then they won't. So if you would like to stop by, I'd greatly appreciate it. Love the chat. See what's going on, and you can always join the Discord as well. Abrupt Decay is a very nice hit, and we can chat on there too. So, I do have an update though. Here just yesterday, I'm taking the next steps to becoming a better streamer, and I would like to actually stream a little bit on YouTube as well, because I've not done that yet. Oh, we did get two. We got a foil Become Immense and a Mystic Sanctuary and a Chroma Angel of Fury. That is solid. So we did get two in this box. So it's unlikely that we're going to get another. We'll sleeve that up. That is a beautiful green. One of the things I really like is the foil retro cards are super flat. I've never seen one curl, and I wish they could replicate that with other foils. But back to what I was saying. I am upgrading my setup. I've got a couple of, actually going to use webcams. The Elgato face cam, and then I've got a Shure MV7B USB-C mic coming in. That way I don't have to use, we know what this is. Gemstone Caverns. Oh, got him. Not a Gemstone Caverns. A nice care keep though, is what it is. A nice Taziger. Dang, I got had by Ace Ventura. But yeah, I'm upgrading my setup, getting a new microphone. If anybody's looking for a blue snowball, I'd be happy to hook somebody up with one of these. I'm assuming I won't necessarily need it anymore. A nice Kervek and a Feather the Redeemed. Knight of Susri. Because the Shure is definitely going to be upgrading. I got the boom arms. I got a couple, the Elgato lights. I was considering using my DSLR because I've got the Canon Rebel SL3. But, I wanted something just a little bit more compact. And the Elgato face cam seems to have all the features that I need. And it's compact, so we're going to go with that. Stonehorn Dignitary there. Got 3 packs left. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I got a green screen and stuff too, so I can do all the overlays and stuff. I'm going to be experimenting a little bit to get something that appears nice. I want to be professional. Nice Slaughter Pact and a Bojuka Bog. A foil Bojuka Bog is nothing to sneeze at. That's an expensive card. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. But Become Immense is a nice one, so we'll take it. All right, what else we got here? 2 more packs. I would expect, getting back to that, I would expect to have everything in by next week, or by Friday this week, and then I can get, set up, kind of get everything together here this weekend, and, test it out, see how it goes. And of course, I will be streaming, not on Saturday, because I've got some family things to do on Saturday. And, but we'll have everything pretty much set up on Sunday, I think. And it'll take a little bit of time to get used to it, but I think we'll have a good time after that. Bedlam Reveler and Thelonite Hermit. So, let's recap here. We did miss a couple of the big crazy hits. But let's see what we actually got here. Care Keep's not too bad. Chroma's nice. Angel's Grace and Pact the Negation are, of course, good cards. The Land Cycle's nice. Damnation's great. Pulmonic Sliver, Greater Gargadon, Poop. Yawgmoth, obviously, is a nice card. Lotus Bloom's pretty good. Mangara. Dryad Arbor, I think those are $5. Magus of the Moon, I think those are about $8. Pulmonic Sliver, I'm not sure what that is, but I think that is one of the better slivers, and in foil might actually be pretty nice. Got Ramming Up Ruins, Venser, got Remand, Elvish Mystic, Life and Limb, Boom and Bust, and Joyra of the Gitu. I believe she has increased up to the $2 to $3 range. I think that's the right Joyra. Well, this is where the real, meat and potatoes is of this set, and that's the, the retro cards. Even the non-foils command a premium because a lot of people agree that these borders are some of the nicest borders that they've ever made. I agree. I love them. It takes me back, back in the day when I started playing. And I'm a big fan of old border foils. I've got a bunch of them. I collect them, and I don't sell them because I think they're just amazing. The Grenzo's pretty nice. We got Hedron Archive, Ancient Stirrings, Atali, and Corsair Crufix. I think we did fairly good there. When I'm building the binder, this is actually going to be nice because I'll have most of the set here. I do got to get a couple more binders though. But for our foils, and we did get relatively lucky. Again, it's about 1.5 per box that I found. So we did get 2 Become Immense and Grenzo. Now, Become Immense, I believe, is actually a common. So this is probably a little bit lower end price on the spectrum. Grenzo, I don't know if he actually really sees that much play. It is a legendary in foil, so that gives it a premium. But we'll have to check and see what the prices are on those. And I'll have them on the screen so everybody can see. But to recap here, Time Spiral Remastered is a great set. It's going to be remembered fondly. And this 250 to 300 range, I don't think is going to last all that much longer. It was difficult to get when it came out. It's been difficult to get even to this day. It's a great draft experience. It's got a lot of great pulls, even in the regular rares and mythic slot. But because you have these foil chase cards that can be upwards of $200, $250, it's going to age like fine wine. And I would recommend that you pick up at least a box or 2 to keep in the closet. Break it out one day, either draft it or sell it. Who knows? Do whatever you want. But there is money to be made on Time Spiral Remastered. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, go ahead and like it. Subscribe if you aren't already. I do appreciate that. When I get all the new camera stuff set up, I do plan on doing videos more often again. But I'm slowing down a little bit now because I sell mostly by the pack. I sell more sealed now than I do singles, although I do have my singles inventory available for viewers only. I've unlisted those from the TCG open market just because it takes up a lot of time. And I'm already spending 30, 40, sometimes more hours per week on whatnot. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, I'll catch you later.